guys, it's your girl Nani from MTV's The Challenge Battle of the Exes 2. And first things first, I want to give a shout out to my girl Ace, who has been doing these recaps for as long as I've been doing these challenges. She's always had my back, always supported me, so shout out to you, Ace. I really appreciate you. So right now, she's going to have the recap for episode 5. And make sure you guys check out the Battle of the Exile because Bananas and I are still in the game. Enjoy, guys.
Hey y'all, hey, what's up? Ace here with your 5th week of Challenge Battle of the Exes 2 recaps. First, I want to give a huge shout out and lots of hugs to Nani for that awesome intro. I like how she did the intro and then gave me a shout out in the intro, which was super cute. All the love. I love your face, Nani. Everybody, if you're not already following Nani, which you probably are, on Twitter, on Instagram, in the middle of the street, go follow her. All the links are down below. And I'm also rocking my tomboy-ish outfit because it's Ari Fits, what we did to help her campaign Kickstarter for her YouTube series, to take it around the world, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I got my tomboy-ish and I felt like rocking it today. Not this piece of hair. Go away. Anyway, I gotta do this quick. I'm leaving for New Orleans at the end of the week and I gotta get this done. So hopefully nothing weird happens like the rest of the damn challenge weeks. These challenges have been a challenge for me. Let's go. So last night's episode started off with drinking time. I think it's becoming a theme and I'm into it. Bananas is talking to Zach about how Wes has bad feelings for him that go back a long time. Seasons and seasons and seasons after seasons. And Zach thinks that Banana has, won a lot of these challenges, but like he's not gonna play Banana's game, he's not gonna fall into that, and yada yada yada. He doesn't want to become a banana himself, so he's gonna look out for him. Let's see how far he gets doing that. Next morning at the gym, Nia lost her wallet the night before at the bar, so she broke, dude. And she's about to do some weird shit for some cash, y'all. Zach asked her if she would drink a cup of his sweat for some dollars, and she's gonna do it, and I'm gonna vomit, and you're gonna vomit, we're all gonna vomit. I'm just sitting on my couch like, please don't do it, please don't do it, please be fucking around, please don't do this, it's disgusting. She totally takes this cup of gross ass pickle juice looking sweat and she takes it like a shot and she immediately just like, and she was leaning over the banister, she's vomiting it up, and what's wrong with you? Who does that? I could think of a shit ton of better ways to get some money out of some people in the house. I like how as she's vomiting, Zach's like,
you know what, there's probably a lot of vitamins and electrolytes in that.
Gross. And it also comes with a side of douchebagginess. Then I love Leroy talking about his partner just doing this nasty shit.
You just drunk somebody's sweat.
No, Leroy, she drank someone's sweat. She drank someone's sweat. Anyway, moving on. Everybody gets a clue from TJ, but the challenge is talking about putting on your bathing suits, and automatically Leroy is like, because he can't swim. Challenge time! Today's challenge is called Open Arms. There is a giant structure. It has 2 zip lines going over the water, or whatever TJ called it, that was not like open body of water. It was some fancy ass word that I don't remember. Anyway, 2 zip lines. The girls are holding onto a body bag on one zip line, and the guys are riding like an air surfboard, one on the other zip line, and the guys are supposed to jump off of the one with the surfboard and jump onto the girls' one with the body bag and hang on as far as they can to fall in the water, to swim around the buoy, to swim back to shore. As many times in this challenge so far that they have had to swim around a buoy and get back to shore, Leroy is in for it. Bananas really wants Zach to man up and put Wes and Theresa in first or second because they get to choose the order. And if Wes and Theresa go in first or second, then they're not going to do very well because they wouldn't have watched everybody go before them and figure out what the best strategy is. But Zach doesn't want to play another man's game, so he puts them in fourth. Like an idiot. Bananas ain't happy about that. Adam and Brittany go first. This air sledding, skateboard, surfboard shit looks fun. Like I would like to do it for like a second. I don't want to I don't want to try to jump onto anything. That shit scares me. But I like the way they look when they're on the board. Like I just want a picture like that, like an Instagram, and then I just want to fall in the water. I just want to do it for that sole purpose. Adam decides that it's best for their team if he just doesn't try to jump at all and he just rides this thing as far as he can and then swims the rest of the way. And And so he does that and they do well. So, but that's kind of like a cop-out. Like, why would you not even try? Jay and Jenna were up next and they talked about doing the same thing, and Jay was just gonna ride the thing down like Adam did, but he decided to try to jump onto the body bag and he did not make it. I think that you need to be a very long person in order for this to work. You have to jump at the right moment, you have to be long, you have to be limber like Gumby, you have to wrap your arms around this thing and hold on. It's gonna be hard for anybody really to do it, right? Anyway, he misses and jumps into the water. Jenna rides her way down, falls into the water. She's swimming way faster than Jay. Jay is having some problems swimming right now. I think he took some like lessons that Leroy was taking, those same lessons. I don't know what's going on, man. Jenna makes her way back to the shore. She's just kind of waiting for Jay. He gets to the shore and then he lays down like he's dying because he can't breathe because that was a lot of swimming. He's got little lungs. He's got little lungs. Nia and Leroy are up next. Here comes the comedy. Leroy's gonna go for the jump. He's gonna go for it. And if anybody I thought could make this jump, I thought it would be Leroy. Like I was saying, you gotta be tall, you gotta be limber, you gotta be bad, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be cool, you gotta be strong, you gotta stick together. He doesn't make it, he falls into the water, and this is the worst fucking decision for Leroy to make because now he has to swim really fucking far, and what's the one thing that Leroy can't do? I wish I had an audience of people to answer that question. Swim! He can't swim! So he's far as fuck away from the buoy. Like, he can't even see the buoy, he's so far. Nia is not happy with his decision in doing this, and she's swimming way faster. She's way ahead of him. When she looks down at him from the shore, he's like this little bitty ant that's just trying so hard to get there. They're probably in last place, let's just say that. It's Wes and Theresa's turn. Wes decides not to try to jump and beat everybody's time because he's a fantastic swimmer, you guys. Fantastic. He actually does that because we gave him the chance to figure it out, and he swims very fast. Theresa swims very fast. They're both good swimmers and they both make it in record time, and I think they're gonna be in first place. Not Bananas and Avery go, and Not Bananas does try the jump. I think it's funny of the people who did try the jump. And nope, he hits the water and he hits it hard. He's got a long way to swim, but either way they beat Leroy and Nia's score, so you know, they're all good. I love Banana's quote about Johnny.
He's definitely gonna have a slower time, but he would have literally had to be drugged under by a sea creature to go slower than Leroy.
Why do you keep flipping around? Fucking necklace. Banana and Nani's turn. Bananas looks confident as fuck. I should have said AF, like the cool kids. He goes to do the jump and he doesn't actually do the jump. He goes to do it and then swings back like he second guessed himself and he didn't jump. And at this point Wes is like, I know, I am winning. Anyway, Bananas and Nani finish in as fast as the time that they can. Bananas knows he fucked up, he hesitated, and he's not happy about himself right now. Johnny and Zach go, and Zach just passes up the bag opportunity, and I love his face as he passes up that bag opportunity. Fucking hilarious. He gets flown off the board, and now him and Johnny are trying to swim as fast as possible, but Johnny is having a really hard time swimming. She's trying really hard, she's struggling. The struggle is real for Johnny right now, and Zach says,
Johnny literally looks like one of the people from the movie Titanic, and she looks like she's going to cry and drown.
She jumps onto Zach's back, basically holding his legs, and now she's kicking her feet, and she's basically just riding Zach to the finish line. Don't be dirty. Jordan and Sarah go, and Jordan wants to jump for the bag, but he's not going to because he knows that the best strategy so far has been to just ride it out, fall into the water, and swim. So that's what they're gonna do. That's what they do. They have an impressive time in doing that. These two love to win. Maybe, just maybe, they would beat Wes and Theresa's score. At the end of the challenge, TJ is not impressed with anybody's performance right now, and he is going to tell him about it. You tell him, TJ. The two bottoms for today are Jay and Jenna and Nia and Leroy. Now, I wonder who was the biggest bottom. It was Nia and Leroy. Shocker. The two tops were separated by 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And they were Jordan and Sarah and Wes and Theresa. Yay. And shoot me in the face, it is Wes and Theresa. They're the winners. They're the power couple. They have all of the power in their little dirty hands. And Wes is all like,
It's not the power per se that I like.
oh, fuck you. Yes, it is. You love the power. Back at the house, Bananas is giving Zach tons of shit for putting Wes and Theresa to go fourth in this challenge because this is how they won. This is how they won. Wes and Theresa are now enjoying each other's company over a nice dinner, and Wes is cheersing Theresa over how obsessed he is with himself. www.com. My dog just literally got up from where he was when I was talking about Wes and left the room. So, think about that. Ugh, he makes me want to vomit in my mouth. And she does too. These two here are just bleh. I tweeted last night, they're like so slimy that it makes me feel dirty and I just want to go take a shower whenever they start speaking or when I just have to look at them. I just bleh. Everybody do that with me. They bring Zach to the table and he is a giant puss who sits there and says,
yeah, Bananas said for me to do this and Bananas said for me to do that and I don't want to listen to Bananas. I want to be my own big man.
This isn't very smart in my challenge book. I would rather follow behind Johnny Bananas than follow behind Wes any day, but Zach has his hipster glasses on and he is so confident that Wes can help him get to the final. We'll see about that. At the deliberation, Wes and Theresa are sitting in the chairs just like, hey, nice to meet you. We're Mr. and Mrs. Awesome. These two are just gross. They look like little fucking worms, like wiggling and smiling at the chance to take somebody down. Like, by somebody, I mean Nani and Bananas, of course. Theresa got all dressed up like it's the fucking after show. Like, you're still in the challenge. Like, everybody's in t-shirts, their hair up, it's fucking sweaty. And Theresa spent her entire day before this deliberation getting ready. Big fucking Grammy jewelry and shit. Like, get over yourself. All eyes on me. It's Theresa time. It is never Theresa time. TJ asked them who they want to throw in, and Wes is all like, Theresa, you want to tell him? And she's like, yeah, I'll tell him. Well, after yesterday, we heard some things were said that just weren't nice, and so like, Nani and Bananas. Nani and Bananas are pissed, rightfully so. They're going back and forth, and Teresa's like, anyways. And Nani's like, don't put your fucking hand in my face, okay? Keep being a puppet to your fucking partner over there. Teresa's all like, keep losing. And that's the face she made. After all that, Bananas and Nani are going in against Leroy and Naya, and this is what Johnny had to say about it.
The way today went down is Wes's wet dream. He can't stand Leroy. He hates me. So getting the opportunity to put the two of us in together, Wes might be peeing in his pants as we speak.
Moving on, Naya is outside talking to Avery about how she can take Nani. She ain't scared. She's gonna take her down. She a hoe. She a hoe. She fuck everybody in the house. She's got a Groupon vagina. I don't know what else she could have said that could have made me more mad, but Naya, not fucking cool. Like, and people think that I'm mean. Avery hates her too because she's just mad because Not Bananas wanted Nani, had Nani, and still wants Nani. Sorry about it. LOL. Now Bananas is fighting with Zach over breaking ties with the guys in his own room, and he wants all the guys to hear it because that's fucked up. Zach says, it's not about that. It's because my partner can't swim. Bullshit. All of a sudden he cares about Jeanet's abilities. Peel away at these motherfuckers, Bananas. And no, Zach, you're not Bananas' pawn, but now you're Wes's pawn, which is way fucking worse. Wes is now in another room cheering for himself because he put Bananas into the elimination. Who put Bananas in? I did. Who's gonna take over the house? I am. Like, you are not leading the church right now, dude. Shut the fuck up. He's such a badass, guys. He said a name in a room of a person he didn't like and threw them into the dome. Ooh, we're so scared of you and your red dome piece, bro. Before the dome, Bananas is talking to Nani about how he would rather be going into this kind of situation with her rather than anybody else, and that's sweet. Aw, I like that. Here we move on into
the dome.
Theresa looks like a fucking idiot on the sidelines in her yellow beanie and her Killin' It crop top. I'm LOLing. The game is called Strung Out. Basically, big ol' logs of wood. And the guys and the girls are hooked to them by their arms and their legs. I can't put both of my legs up in the air because I don't have anything to hold me from up here. Imagine, all four of my limbs are up. That's how far I can lift my leg too, guys. I would do great on the challenge. They have to basically move their bodies and hump the air like this all the way across by just like holding on to these This is really hard to explain. You watch the fucking challenge. My limbs hurt just thinking about this. Nani and Naya are pretty much neck and neck the whole way down the first heat of this thing until Nani pulls in front of her and she rings the bell first and she starts making her way back. But on her way back, she gets fucking stuck, like hanging in the air, and nobody can do anything for her because she's caught on a piece of wood. Their bodies are gonna be in so much pain after this one. Just thinking about it, and I'm old and this looks very tired. Like my back would go out like halfway there. I'd just be hanging there like, save me, somebody please. Anyway, it's fucked up that Nani gets stuck. Naya pulls ahead of her and Leroy goes once Naya rings the bell, and this motherfucker I didn't even blink and he was at the other side of the thing. Like, holy shit, he just like flung himself one good time and he was all the way on the other side of this wood. Dude, this dude can't swim, but he surely can do whatever the fuck this would be called. He goes all the way over to the bell, rings it. Nani's still stuck. He comes all the way back, rings the bell, and they win. Nani's still stuck, and Bananas didn't even get a chance to try. Naya and Leroy win, and Wes is in hog heaven, and him and Theresa could not make that more obvious as they screamed and chanted from the sidelines for them the entire time. And then when they won, they acted like they actually won a prize or some money or something, like they celebrated hard fucking core. Calm down. We understand how much you hate Bananas and Nani. I'm sad about it, but I'm proud of Naya and Leroy. They did a really good job. A stand-up performance, so you gotta give it up for them. Even though I'm pretty mad at Naya right now for calling my Nani a whore, a hoe, a fucking discount vagina. You did good in the dome. Maybe we can make up later. I don't know. Or I'm gonna send you a really nasty Snapchat. Something. Now Nani is crying. She thinks everything's her fault. Bananas is like, it's not your fault. You did a good job. And he's hugging her and it's so cute. I don't like to see Nani cry. Fuck! This game is super fucked up right now. Back at the house, of course, Wes is celebrating himself. Wes thinks he's the shit. Theresa thinks she's the shit, and I'd like to take a giant shit on both of them. Bananas and Nani think they're leaving, of course, and then they go to the place where they get the TV message from TJ. TJ tells them they're exiled and they're actually not going home, but they have a chance to stay and win the money, and they're both like, woo! You guys, don't forget that you have to go to MTV.com or on the MTV app and you have to watch Battle of the Exiled. Stop tweeting everybody on the challenge and being like, what happened to you guys? Do you guys actually go home? It's so sad to see you go home. Like, do your fucking homework. After you watch the challenge, you have to go and watch it. I have to do it. She has to do it. He has to do it. I hate doing it, but you have to go and watch it or else you don't know what the fuck happens. And you're just like, huh? You want to be in the know, right? Get over there and watch it. Anyway, because that's where they are. Nani and Bananas are slapping each other in the face because Bananas like, I want to make sure this is real and we're not really going home. Is this real life? And it's hilarious. John and Simone, who are already in the exiled house, get woken up by a text from TJ telling them to be down for their next elimination round or whatever they're calling, exiled battle, whatever the fuck, at 11 o'clock. And John's like, great. So John and Simone meet Nani and Bananas to go up against each other in a battle called The Ring, where it's basically like each one of them are standing on a little platform and they have a rope. Each one of them have a rope and they're all pulling each other to see who can pull each other off their platforms. So, yeah, I don't need to explain that any fucking further because it's common sense. Tug of war and shit, you know? Nani and Bananas pull them off first. Second round, dude, John has no balance whatsoever. He falls off first every time. And Simone falls off. And Bananas and Nani win the second round. Let's go! Round 3 doesn't take long before Nani and Bananas win, y'all. Yeah! This is gonna be super exciting because I love when like something like this happens. Now there's a strong ass team in the exiled house. So now everybody who comes out of the regular challenge house, they have to go up against fucking Bananas and Nani. That's gonna be tough and they're gonna be surprised and not in a good way. And I hope it's Zach and Janae, and more Zach than Janae. She's not really pissing me off, he is. And I also hope that Wes and Theresa make their way over there, and I hope that they kill both of them and they come back and they win that money. That's what I'm hoping for. What are you hoping for? Tell me down in the comments. Anyway, they go back to the exiled house and they make some food and they cheers to boozing and losing, and this being the best thing ever. That was the end of the episode and the end of the exiled episode. So anyway, you know how these things end. We have to dance for DM. We have to bust out some moves. You know what I'm saying? That was my worst dance to date. But I have really bad cramps today. I danced anyway. I love your guys' faces, and we will see you next week for another recap of the challenge. And I won't be here, so I don't know what that'll be, but it'll be something. See you then. And peace out! Don't forget to subscribe and stuff. Thanks, Nani, for the intro.
What's up, boys and girls? This is your boy Johnny Bananas from this season of the challenge Battle of the Exes 2. We're here in beautiful Aspen, Colorado at the first ever X Games Special Olympics. I'm here with these two amazing athletes. Take it away.
And you're watching Aces Challenge Recap.
Woo!